this is Knox, and a whole lot of awesome just arrived in my mail call number 1. Alright, first off, I wanted to give a shout out, or thank you for a shout out to Pocket Woman. Thank you very much for a proper shout out. And let's get into DMAC right away. Long overdue, it's been sitting with me for a while. The Nessie's quite beautiful, and this has a tale to tell of its own, besides just being a Nessie and crafted by DMAC. When I first talked about lock sporting, I got into it watching it with my brother, lockpicking lawyer, and he came home one weekend and he was watching me watch DMAC create this. And watching him at the sanding phase or glossing it really is when I dug it, and it kind of reminded me of this tiger's eye that I have, in the sense that they both have these stripe patterns that the bogwood really has, and the tiger's eye, I mean, it's hard to capture on my camera here, it's not so great, but there you go, get a little bit. Anyways, I was actually going to make DMAC an offer to see if I could buy the pick, and not too long later, he had the giveaway, and I was fortunate enough to win. And this is it right here in front of you. And my idea, I don't have a Nessie profile, so adding this to my collection, I'd like to rake and then flip it over, and I tell you, this is perfect for that. It is perfectly rounded in your hand, where you can rake to a false set if you're dealing with spools or dealing with whatever, and literally flip it just like that and get in there and get the whatever pin that you know, that's binding, that's holding you up. And I'm going to demonstrate that. And this is a Skillman from Locksport Viking. I'm going to show you what came in the mail from him as well. I had a bunch to cover today. Custom pack locks, some covert instruments, the custom pins from DMAC. First, let's show you a lock. There you go. It's literally that easy. Look at that. And I'm going to gut this thing for you just to show you. Well, even Locksport Viking said it's a skill, man, that takes no skill at all, man. But that's the basic point of it. You can rake it easy, and if you get hung up, right there, you can single pick your way out of it. DMAC, I love this thing. Perfectly made. Now, from the Skillman comes Locksport Viking. Sent me an awesome package. What I had picked from there was the Skillman you see in front of you. That's a lockout tag out. And let me tell you, man, that thing's no joke. It has a spool well, can't open it. You can't pull out the core, but you could feel the spools, and it's surprisingly difficult. I do not have a dimple pick until now, and to try that out, the DeGuard. So that I'm not doing today, but I wanted to say thank you. And I mean, this just to show you how much of a no joke this is, I want to show you the key bitting on this. And man, I'll tell you, look at that. I mean, it is sharp. I guess that's the only word I can really describe it. It is sharp. And it was surprisingly, I played around with it for a while. It has deceptively, not saying I might have had it open, there's no spring. See, it's open right now, you wouldn't know. It's really, gravity pulls that. So unlike a pack lock or an American lock that, you know, will pop open, no, this is very, very fragile open. You don't feel it very much. Now, to get the HV Logic 500, congratulations on getting 500, to show your custom locks, or to show your lock collection, and that's where I'm going to introduce my custom locks. I have some Knox locks, pack locks made. One of these is going out to John Locke. That would be this one. And then this one's for me. And this one's going out when I celebrate a certain number of subscribers. I have the covert instruments over here that I so far only used the tension tool with the Skillman, I'm going to review that another time. That's just a Genesis kit. And I think everybody's seen wave waves and wave rakes and basic picks before. Let's see, what else did I want to... Oh, my pick collection for HV Logic. Okay. What I do for my pick for my lock collection is they're color-coded according to LPU. So this Quickset 1 is a 5-pin yellow belt. I have a Corbin here, which is, I believe I got my orange belt with this one. I have another Corbin Rustwin orange. I have a few Yales. This one's a Yale cutaway that I was learning with. I'm going to do a video coming up soon for the sparrows and flipping out the cores. It's where you get show the 4 different Yales, the Weiss, the what was the sledge, of course, that comes with it, and the Quickset. Speaking of Quicksets, here's another yellow belt Quickset. I have let's see, what else would you like to see? This I don't even have a belt for yet. That's a 7-pin US lock, and it's above my pay grade. That's a challenge lock I've yet to get into yet. As well as this. This is a Sergeant. That's the Abloy. This is real deal sidebars or whatever. Beyond, look at that bitting. That's beyond my pay grade yet. Mere orange belt, but for the price, I couldn't turn it down. Then going for my pack locks, padlocks, I have a bunch of American lock 5800s, a couple of those, a couple 1100s, master lock number 3, and a couple knockoffs. Really, mostly standard stuff. And then again, above my pay grades, they were in a door, and I was able to, let's say, locally source a couple Medicos. They're the, what, 51S, I believe. But yeah, you want to talk about, again, about crazy keys and key bitting. I mean, angles on these things are crazy. Alright, that basically sums up my lock collection. You know, from going to clear to... I'm trying to work right now with the trade-off with John on try to pick his on camera to earn my blue belt. And then from there, hopefully I'm probably going to go with either the red or maybe lucky green American Lock 1100 for the green belt. But let's not get ahead of myself. Yeah, that basically sums up for today. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Hey, a couple of things worth to mention actually before I go. When speaking about the locks, I forgot to bring up comfort locks. Lock Noob touched on that. Having comfort locks are real important, and for me, the Sparrow's revolver and the training locks were really a big part of that. I mean, some days you're just off and, you know, couldn't pick anything of your life dependent on it. So a lot of times I'll just be sitting watching Netflix or Hulu or whatever. I like to rake, and right there, that easy, first open, just a spin, and take my time, watching whatever, no big deal. Basically, it's a comfort lock. It just brings me joy to just, okay, I could sit here and do this all day, get away with it, no biggie. And then for the training locks, they're great as far as I switch out the cores, so, you know, you can learn, like I brought up earlier, the Yales or the, oh wow, I feel like it could be a problem now on camera. There you go. Okay, well, you get the point. So the comfort locks, to me, those are huge. And also, I forgot to bring up D-Max picks, D-Max pins. Man, these things, when I tell you, these things are phenomenal. I couldn't never craft something like this. My camera really does not, there we go. I'm trying to do these guys some type of justice. And you can see the rattlesnake pin right there, that guy. Look at that. I wouldn't want to mess with that in a lock, that rattlesnake. That guy either. Oh, so we got some T-pins with some wafers underneath. D-Mac was nice enough to include. Some balls. these collapse real easy under pressure and spin. Yeah, that's real pain. So I'm trying to keep the camera steady. Those are key pins down there, and you can actually see them cut. So those are all great, and hopefully we use on a future challenge locks. And the main thing I was curious about is for my first challenge lock, which I might probably going to end up actually using this here Skillman and add a 4 to it and turn an S into a $sign. 4 money kill man. That was one thought. Or ultimately it's going to be a play off of Bosnian Builder D-Max Choices with a little spin from Dark Arts on there. I recently talked to both of them. And there's the T-pins and the wafers I need to complete the first half. And then I now know what I need to do to the core for the spools. So I look forward to working on that. And my question to you is this. Okay, so if it's Dark Arts technology combined with D-Max knowledge and crafted by Knox, who would you like to see pick it? I'm thinking maybe Panda Lock for speed picking. I don't know. You tell me. I'd love to hear from you. All right, man. Enjoy it. Thanks.